Welcome back friends into the another video tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to deploy Java web application on AWS in the Docker container. So let's get started. So first we have to create the web application. So I simply create one folder here, AWS app. Then open your Eclipse IDE. Then click on the file, new. You have to select dynamic web project. Then give the name, click on the next button, then again click on the next. You have to generate the web.xml file, so click on that and click on the finish button. It will take some time. Now your project is created. Then expand the project. Then go into the web content and then web.xml file. Open that web.xml file. You have to change. Go into the source. We are creating the index.jsp page. So remove all these pages from here. This is just a welcome. It shows JVM, which is your welcome file. So we are going to create index.jsp. Now click on create one index.jsp file into web content folder. Right click on the folder, new JSP file. Give the name index.jsp. Click on next and then finish. So our index.jsp file is ready, and we just going to write over here h1 tag welcome to AWS. So let's check our project is running or not. You ignore this error in JSP. Sometime this error will occur, but you have to ignore that. Let me save both files. Then right click on the project, run as, click on the run on server. Actually I didn't create the server, so I have to create that. Search Tomcat. For creating the server, click on the server tab, then click on this link. Here search Tomcat. So I have a Tomcat 8.5, so I click over here. If you have a Tomcat 9, then you can select this. Next, then you have to select the path of your server Tomcat directory where you extract that Tomcat or install that Tomcat. So then click on the next button, click on your app, add, and then finish it. Now click on your app, go into the properties. Here you can you find the runtime environment, targeted runtime. Sorry, click on that, then select your server and click on apply and close. Now the error gone. So this that error is due to the we didn't select the server. Because of that error occur. Now click on the right click on the project, run as, and then select the server, run on server. Yes, we have to save the file, so click on save, next, and then click on finish. So our app is running and it's showing welcome to AWS. For deploying app in the AWS EC2 and inside the Docker, we require the WAR file. So let me create the WAR file. So click on the project, then here you will get one option export, and then click on the WAR file. So select the destination. So I am going to select the folder which I created on desktop. This is the folder AWS app which I created. Selected that and save, and then click on the finish. So our WAR file is successfully created. Now log into your AWS console. You have to create a EC2 instance, and then you have to create Docker file. You have to install Docker on that. So for that, I will provide one link in the description box, which is the website freestylecoder.com. Here, click on the AWS button. You will find the article how to deploy the Spring application in Docker, and you will find one more article how to create the EC2 instance. So let me create first EC2 instance. Click on the services tab and search. Click on EC2. You will find EC2 over here. Click on that. Click on the launch instance button. You have to select this instance. You can go with Ubuntu also, but I am going with this. Select. Then I am going to select T2 Micro. Click on the configure instance detail. Then over here you don't have to change anything. Click on add storage. You have to increase the storage. I'll give it the 30 GB, and then click on add tags button. Here you can add the tag. I will like to add a name and give the name to the instance. I will give AWS, then Docker. So we will identify our instance using this name. Then click on the configure security group. So here you can select the existing group or you can create a new group. So I will create a new group. I'll give a name launch AWS Docker -app. So click on review and launch button. Here you will get all the detail about your instance. Then simply click on launch button. Here it will ask you create choose a key value pair. You can create a new pair or you can choose the existing pair. So in this tutorial I am going to create a new pair. Create a new key value pair and give the pair name AWS Docker. You can give any name, and I am simply downloading this. So it is downloaded AWS docker.pm, and click on the launch instance. Okay, then click on the view instance button. So here you will find your EC2. The current status is pending. So wait for. It will still showing pending. Now our instance is running. So click on the instance. You will find IP over here. Copy that IP address. Then open one software MobaStrum. This software we will use for the SSH. You can also use the your browser. So click on the session, then the SSH, and paste your IP over here. Specify username, and default username for this EC2 is EC2 user. If you are creating the EC2 by using Ubuntu, then you have to write Ubuntu over here. Then click on the advanced SSH setting. Use the private key. You have to select the key which you download earlier while creating that EC2 instance. This is the key, aws docker.pem file. Then open that and hit OK. Now you are successfully enter into the your EC2 machine. So I will provide one link of a document how to install the Docker and all. So you will find this article in the description box. Uh, Open that article. So you will find the step-by-step guide how to install Docker. So first I will go step by step. So copy this command, open your MobaStrum and paste it over here. It will go doing update all the packages. I think packages are already up to date. Then copy this second command to install the Docker, paste into the MobaStrum. It will go installing the Docker. It will ask, you have to simply write Y and hit enter. So Docker is installed. Then click on to start a Docker server. Copy this command, paste it over here, hit enter. So start docker.service. Your Docker service gets started. Then you have to add EC2 user to the Docker group. So for that you have to run this command, paste it over here. Then next step, you can check the Docker version. You can write docker info or docker hyphen hyphen version. So I will copy docker hyphen hyphen version command and paste over here. So it will give me the Docker version. So in the next step, we have to create one Docker container. Okay, so I simply create one folder over here, mkdir. I will give a name demo. So cd, go inside the folder demo. Now you have to go into the root user. For going into the root user, you have to write command sudo hyphen I. Okay, this command is for the root user. Suppose you don't want to write sudo in front of all command, then first you just run this command, then you will get a root user permission. So I am in the root user, ls. Suppose in the root user you will find all the directory folders over here. In that directory folder, go inside the home folder. Inside the home folder you will find all the users over there. Then go inside the user folder, you will find the folder which we created earlier. So this is the demo folder we created over here. Now let me clear the screen. ls demo folder is there. Go inside the demo folder, cd demo. Okay, then you have to create first docker file. So here you can see you have to create a folder. Here they create a folder name container, but we create as a demo. Then we have to create a docker file. So for that I am going to use vi command, vi docker file, and then in that docker file you have to put all this content. So let me simply create, then I will explain what is this. Vi docker file name should be d should be capital, and you cannot change this name. You have to write docker file only. Then paste the content which we copy earlier. Okay, so our content is here. So press I to edit the file. Okay, so what we are doing here, in the docker file, first we install the java jdk, because our application is in the java. So first command will update your system, then second command will add java 8 version. You can install any version, just find the command for installing, find the package name. Then we are installing the aunt package, and we are cleaning some extra stuff. Then we are run java hyphen version, so that we will get the java is installed confirmation whether java is installed successfully or not. Then to run our application we require the Apache Tomcat server. So for that first we install the wget command. Wget is a is like a software which download anything from the link. Suppose in the wget I will provide some link, it will download that file. So for downloading that we have to install wget, because here we are using the image ubuntu 18.04 for our containerization, for our docker image. So in ubuntu the wget is not installed by default, we have to install that. So in this command we install the wget, and then wget we will provide the link of a Tomcat server. So after that it will download the tar file. Then we have to extract that file. For extracting the tar file we use the command, we use tar command. So by using this command it will extract. After that we have to give the executable permission to the startup.sh and shutdown.sh file. So we have to run this command. Startup.sh we use for starting the server, Tomcat server, and shutdown we use to shut down the server. After that there is a context.xml file. In the Tomcat, inside the context.xml file, the default port of Tomcat is over there. So we don't want a default port. We are going to use Tomcat on different IP address. The default port is 8080, but in this context.xml file the default IP address is also mentioned, so we don't want that. So what we did, in that file, that default port file, means the cookie processor is there, that will be removed, and you just have to copy this content from here, content.xml file. Copy this content and open your notepad and paste it over here and save this file as an extension context.xml dot xml, and I am going to save it inside the AWS app. So save it. Okay, after that, what we are doing here we are going to replace that file in the Tomcat. There is a context.xml file, and we have to replace that context.xml file with our context.xml file. So for that, we are going to upload that context.xml file into our S3 bucket, and from S3 bucket we are going to download that file by using the wget command, and then by using the cp command we are going to copy that context.xml file into our Apache inside web app, inside manager, inside meta-nf folder. So that file will be replaced in the Linux. Then what we have to do, we have to upload our war file in the, what we can say, in S3, and from there we can download that war file, and then again we are going to use the cp command and copy that war file into the Tomcat under the web apps folder, and last command is for run the Tomcat. So first we are going to upload that files into our S3 bucket. So here in the service tab, click on the service, search S3, open it into the new tab. Now you will see this window. Then click on the create bucket button and then give the name to the S3 file. I will give AWS app demo. You have to write unique name. Then uncheck this tick box because we want the public access. Then accept this acknowledgement and then click on the create bucket button. So it is already available. So I will put a random number, then create bucket. This also available. So I hope it will works. No, I will check the content. I will give my website name. Okay, and click on the create bucket button. So your bucket is created successfully. Now click on your bucket and upload these two files, context.xml and your war file. So click on the add file button. You will find all that files in your desktop AWS app folder, AWS app.war and context file. Open both files and then click on upload. Now the files going to upload. Yeah, it done successfully. Now click over here. You are inside your bucket. You will see these two files. So select both the files, then click on the action, and then scroll down, and at the last you will find make a public. Click on that and make it public. Now click over here. Your both files are public. Now open Mobextra map and you have to replace your URL with that files. So I simply copy this, then open my notepad, simply create a new file, paste it over here, and now I am going to replace the context path and the war file path. So how to do that? Open your S3 management console, click on context.xml file. You will find your object URL over here. Copy that object URL and paste dot object URL over here in front of wget. So I simply paste that. Then by using cp command contact.xml get moved, copied. Now similarly copy the war file path, copy that object URL from here and paste that object over URL over here. Now aws app.war, copy that name of the file and paste it over here. So our file is ready. So copy this file and you have to remove this file. Just wait. I copied earlier file, so I simply quickly copy that file, paste that file over here. I simply delete everything. Now click or right click and paste the file over here. Paste. Okay. Now save the file. Press escape colon and then WQ to save it. W means write and Q means quit. Now a Docker file is ready. So we have to build the image. Go into our documentation. Here you can find how to build the image. Copy this command. Sorry, paste it over here. You can give the image name any image name you can give. So I simply write demo. Then this dot is important. This dot means you are in the current directory. Where is your Docker file? In the current directory. So hit enter. It will say oh, show some error. Wait. So let's build a Docker file. Hit enter. It will start building Docker file. It will take some time. Now your Docker image is built successfully. So how to check that? Type doc. Now copy this file which we created, and we add our link over here in our own S3 links. Then I clear this older file, paste your file over here, click OK, check whether the complete file is here or not. Yes, complete file is here. Again check the URL awsapp.war. Okay, it's fine. Now close the file. Okay, now build the image again. I will give the name demo2. So our image is started building. Now run the image. For that you have a command, copy command from here, paste it over here. Now give the image name demo3 and hit enter. Okay, it will giving this error accept denied. So docker images, so demo3 image is not created, so we have to build it again. I don't know why it's not created. Okay, put demo3 and build the image. So your image is built. Now you can run your image. Okay, so your project, your Tomcat is started. Go into the browser and hit enter. Okay, your project is successfully deployed on AWS. So congrats, and follow the tutorial, and you will find documentation over here on this website. I will give the link in the description box. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope it will help you. If you like the video, then give like and share and comment. Thank you.